in Bloodline Champions 1 second, and it will do 28 damage, and also it is on a 7-second cooldown, so it's not like spammable. The next ability to this one is Crippling Fire, which is what will happen is, this is like his instant attack. This is your E ability on your keyboard default. This will be like your crowd control, so this will be like your Cyclone or your Sheep or whatever it may be. This one, for this particular character, will push back an opponent. So if you've got someone in your face, and you save this ability, you hit them, it's almost, I think it is an instant cast, so cast time 0.3, and it will push them back and also slow their movement speed, so really good utility. The last ability is Living Flame, when the Igniter turns himself into a fireball, and he becomes invulnerable while he's in the fireball. So that's like if you're in trouble.
Like Immolate.
Yeah. Huh?
Like Immolate.
Like?
Immolate.
Immolate?
Yeah.
Or Ice Block?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, you're gonna bump me for that. We know what we're talking about down here. You guys, and so that's, you know, so he's got all his abilities, he's got defensive, aggressive, and the last ability for him is ultimate. He just goes a little bit psycho and starts throwing fireballs, like, coming down from the ground. Meteors, actually, and it's called Inferno, if he gets there. So we're going to see this guy play. We're going to watch Puffin play it. This is actually his favourite class. So he better pick now, if I'm going to annoy him a lot. So let's get into the game, Phalanx. And we'll get these guys ready. So yeah, it looks like we're going to be good to go. Hopefully Patrick's playing it. And you can see here, just in game, you can see that there's a little icon just to the right of like Puffin's name. That icon tells you your skill level. You can actually see, I think that the team on the left is ranked 12 in skill, and the team on the right is ranked all 11 or 10. I'm not sure which one it is, but you know, as you play the game more, you're going to get like EP-ness. Basically, if you get better, so you're going to get better icons, you know, you're going to get like grades, and you're going to be able to, you know, look cool. Right, so we are going to see, we're going to see the Igniter played with the healer, and also Crew's going to play in the range damage dealer, and then we're going to see that Rogue again, the Vanid Assassin, and also the healer. And there's a whole different array of maps as well. We are seeing a different map here, and each map will force you to play a little bit differently. But you know, we haven't implemented Ring of Valor just yet. And we're not planning. Okay, so that's the first attack ability. And there's the Living Flame that he's decided to use. There's the offensive ability. He goes into a volcano stun that actually hits somebody, but Puffin is the target now of the Rogue. He just got blinded, now he's stunned. He's going to have to teleport away. Another Living Flame. He wants to throw down a stun. He hits the Nomad with the stun, but he's been put into a whirlwind. And there's the 3 fireballs in a row, and he's got the kill. So when Puffin saw that no one was on him, he instantly lined up mouse 2, which is his 3 firebolts in a row. He then, you know, hit his target, and each fireball that hits you on mouse 2 has a slight knockback. So it's very hard, you know, if you get it going, it's very hard to kind of counter it. But we are left in a 2v2 situation, and we can see that, oh wow, he's actually going to a Living Flame. He's been hit by a Vanid Assassin. What that orange kind of circle over there is something called a Chrono Flux that this healer, the Herald, will do. The Chrono Flux is a great ability. What happens is if you stick a Chrono Flux on the ground, any projectiles coming into it will be reflected back at whoever threw it. So you can actually imagine the Igniters lining up a mouse 2 to kill you as the healer, and you go, okay, I'll let him think he's going to hit me, and I'm going to Chrono Flux on him, and then he's going to hit himself with 3 fireballs unless he counters his attack. So there's a lot of stuff you can do in this game, and everyone is, as I said, a very, very unique class. So let's follow these guys and Puffin back in. Now Puffin has to worry about the Rogue. Or the Vanid Assassin. He's using mouse 1 just to kind of spam. He goes aggressive, instantly into Living Flame. The clever thing about Puffin's Living Flame there was he knew the healer was standing next to him and wanted to sleep him. A sleep would last 3.2 seconds, so by Living Flame it, he eliminated that healer's crowd control ability. So as we go back in, we're still at a, well, we've actually got 3-on-2 as they've got the kill. There comes the mouse 2 ability. And we can actually unlock, can you unlock the camera, Phalanx, with the mouse? So players will actually play with an unlocked camera. And we're going to show you this next game. So you might see Puffin throw fireballs and stuff, and you're like, who's he throwing fireballs at? And he's mental. But in actual fact, he's unlocked his camera. If you unlock your camera, you can have like more vision in the area that you want to. But it will sacrifice how easy it is to aim at your opponents. So as you can see, imagine this mouse is Puffin's mouse cursor, right? So he is like aiming abilities just like Phalanx is here. Okay, so if he wants to then, shoot there, Phalanx will have to aim the mouse just like he's demonstrating now to attack. And wherever the mouse is aiming is where your character is pointed to. So there is some really advanced tactics that these guys have done where they've looked at a different opponent, lined up a really strong attack, and just before the attack goes off, they redirect it at someone else. So that could trick a healer to think that he has to heal someone that you're actually not going to kill. So you can see wherever Puffin is looking, that's where he's aiming, and you can see that, and he got the kill, and it looks like a very clean win, 3-0. Round of applause. What time is it? What time do the pubs close? Alright, so Tao, would you like to say anything about the game and your kind of direction in what you wanted to do? Because we showed you the game, and I think you guys get a feel. I think is it relatable? Do you think it looks fun?
Yeah.
Great. You guys are awesome. We like Sweden. But it's like, and you will get a beta key, so, thanks for staying around and listening to us ramble at you. So, Tao, should we take questions, or what would you like to do?
Yeah, I think questions would be good. I can tell you how we started the game, I guess. We have a bunch of guys in the team who was really into competitive gaming, I guess as many of you are. And they felt that all of them played Quake, they played Counter-Strike, they played World of Warcraft Arena, and I guess and Dota and some stuff they just felt wasn't really ultimate. So they decided to do their own thing, the thing they wanted to do, and we realized that a lot of other people seem to like it as well, so that's why it's getting okay to you.
Yeah, and one of the amazing things about Song Studios' Bloodline Champions was it wasn't a game that was, kind of, we're going to do this and it's going to be what we're going to do. The developers of the game, when they were developing it, as I said, we're coming to Dreamhack, we're playing your games, but they're actually at university. And, the whole idea of Bloodline Champions started a few years ago as a university kind of project.
Yeah, so we've been at the same seats you are right now, really. And then we just decided that this is fun and we think we can do just a good job. So I think you can do it as well if you want to.
Okay, well, please, a round of applause for Song Studios. We came here with no plan. I guess we've got maybe enough time to maybe show one more character. I mean, do you guys want to see one more character, or do you just want to get beta keys and go play it?
Both.
Beta keys. Glutton Sexy. Alright, we're gonna, Harold's a great character as well. Can we do, we're gonna make it real quick, because then we're gonna give you the beta keys and you can go back and you can install it and you can play, and you can go message Puffin and just say, tell him I'm coming for him. I want you to stand him actually. He would be messed up. He'd be like, why are there 200, 300 people messaging me as you get to the game? Okay, so let's ask Puffin to play Glutton. And then we'll just quickly go through some of Glutton's skills, and I'll make it as quick as possible this time. Then we can get you your beta keys, and we'll let you go play. But this is Glutton's a tank. He's also very, very, very sexy. Whoa! Seriously, they modeled him on me.
I can tell.
When I was younger. And more beautiful. Okay, so Glutton's a tank. Glutton, as I said, each character is very, very unique. Glutton. His first attack is the normal melee swing, but what I didn't mention before is that you will get rewarded for every time you hit a consecutive kind of melee swing. So Glutton, when he hits you the first time, he's going to gain 5% movement he's going to gain movement speed and attack speed. So if you hit someone with Glutton once, you're going to get movement and attack speed. You hit him again, you get a bonus again, and the third time you'll be maxed. Okay? So, it's like, it's going to reward you.
It stacks.
For not, yeah, it stacks. Dude, you should just come up here, man.
I can.